Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. I'm up in the craft room again working on something, and I thought you all might want to come along. This is something that you've seen it already finished, but I don't think you've ever come along with me to do something like this. Maybe you have, and I'm not recalling. But I'm just sitting these here because I'm one of those who needs to know. I like to see how it's going to look first. I'm not that free person that just grabs it, puts it on there, and everything's fine. Let me make sure you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I've got it in a good spot. All right. You'll see stamps of thimbles and cutouts and scissors and vintage glass buttons. How cool is that? How cool is this? Look at that needle threader. Look, oh, wait a minute. I've got it the wrong way. Look how old it is. I forget where I found this, but I just was so excited to find it. I love the instructions are on it. You know, you push the threader through. Anyway, all the sewing stuff is out because of what I'm working on. I'll get to that in another video. But I had to stop because I need to let you all know that Sandy from Grandma Sandy and her daughter Debbie are having a challenge right now. And I know this is late for me to do this, but I was doing, as you know, Christmas cards and then my gingerbread gnome and then something else. Right after my gingerbread gnome, I started something else. And it's over there. I'm looking at it. Not finished yet. But I had forgotten that Sandy and Debbie are having their challenge, and you do your video or take your pictures and put it on a different channel, what have you, on the first Sunday in December, which is in 2 days. So I was like, uh-oh. So I had to put everything aside, and I picked a little sled. This is one from Dollar Tree, if you all recognize the Dollar Tree one that I had gotten last year. A lot of people did these, you know, altered them and had fun with them. Debbie and Sandy are doing a large sled, that wooden sled that Debbie had found. I forget what store she found it, but it was thrifted. And they're each going to do one. They're the exact same sleigh, but they're going to do them in differently because, you know, we all have our own style. So I was like, I want to do I've been wanting to do this for a while for my mini gnomes. My mini gnomes are going to be on the sled. Now, I need to say this, and I will list the video where they speak of it, and it is on one of the hashtag Tea Tuesday videos, and I will put that video in the description box below, and I will also put Debbie's channel and Sandy's channel. But I think everybody here knows Grandma Sandy, but in case you don't. Fun, 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 mother and daughter, creative, great in the kitchen too, cooks, and fairy gardens, and even a Christmas fairy garden. How cool is that? So they do tons of stuff, and they're cute. They're easy on the eyes, and just really pleasant. Just super pleasant ladies. And so I wanted to enter, but I was like, so I can tell you real quick what I did so far, and then we're going to try, because hopefully my glue gun, I see glue dripping from the end of it, so we'll probably be okay. I hope that I won't say a bad curse word, but I hope I don't say any words at all. But glue guns and I aren't the best of friends. I like this glue gun better than most, but you know what I'm saying? The little strings and all that stuff, they don't make me happy. Like I said, I'm going to have in the description box everything. Now, here's what I had to say. I have a question mark here. They had said in the video that if you enter the challenge, that you put hashtag Christmas Display 2023. But they were still talking about, well, is that a good idea? Is it, and Sandy had said she was going to put in her description box what to use, but I didn't see it. So what I did was push on transcript, and I saw, they wrote it out, Christmas display in the transcript 2023. So here's hoping I'm right. Sandy, if you see this, please, please put in the comments below. If I'm wrong, correct me so that anybody that's here will put it in the right, Christmas display 2023, please. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So far, I have taken, this is apple barrel in the multi-surface. Multi. It sounded like I was talking about a malt drink. Anyway, with ice cream in it. I want one of those. And the Princess Pink for a reason. Remember my mini girl gnome that I did? She's going to be, this sled is pulling this little wagon. And that's what they do back home. Do y'all do those? See, we can talk when it's chatting and crafting. Back home, what my brother used to do, I never did any of this because I was such a cautious child. Really, I've been that way all my life. Because my dad said, when I said, what is one word that you would use to describe me as a little girl, little girl? He said, cautious. And I was like, oh my word. Usually you don't say that about children, do you? You say free spirit, full of life, or something. Cautious. I was like, oh. At first I didn't like it. Then I said, okay, it makes sense. So our girl gnome is their princess. They just love her so much, and they protect her, and that's their little princess. So that's why I chose this color pink, because I have tons of pink. Being the multi-surface, it does have a little bit of a shine on it, and a lot of times when you're doing when you're painting on your wooden surfaces and they're the runners, you usually do a metallic paint or something, because they usually, well, at least back in the day, I don't know anymore, the metal runners. But I just wanted it to be pink, and I wanted it to match the little wagon that our little princess is going to sit in. So I did that. I did all of it. I sanded it some more, and it still isn't perfect. I think I sanded it a third time, and it still isn't perfect because it's just when they cut the wood, it splintered a little and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, so then I gessoed everything, which is gesso is like a primer. So that was me priming everything. And then I went over in the apple barrel white. I went over it 2 times over the gesso. Then I did some decoupaging. This napkin here I found years ago. Isn't that pretty? Little shabby chic napkin. I found that years ago in TJ Maxx. And so, anywho, and yes, you'll see tons of wrinkles, because you know how a lot of people want their decoupage to be perfect. That's not me. And I thought it would look shabbier if it was wrinkled and gathered and smooshed in. So you'll see that in there. And then the Mod Podge that I used is the gloss. So it does have a shine to that as well. And to be honest, it'll be easy to clean. And then I want to decorate I don't know what it's technically called, but what guides the sled. I want to decorate that with, as you see, the paper flowers. I gather these up through the years. Here's my display of this type. And remember, these are from Dollar Tree. How precious are these? And if you don't want to use it as, you know, like it is, like a little wreath, then there's so many things you can do with it. It's really pretty, and they've done it in pearlized white, which is even prettier, in my opinion. So this is what I have so far. I've changed my leaves up 3 times because I thought at first I wanted silver. Then I have 2 kinds of silver. One is a more matte silver. The other is very holographic, and that wasn't working. I tried I have some olive green leaves. That wasn't working. So I was like, well, let me go back to these. I had these at first, but then I took them off. And then we're going to put like a little teeny tiny one here, and we're going to put a little teeny tiny bud, oops, here. And that's what I'm saying. If I get all, let me put this back here. If I get all nervous and upset with my glue gun, then we'll know why. It's because it's not going the way I want it to go. Okay, and then the thing is, you know, whenever you take everything, when you've got it just like you want it, and then you take it off, then you find out that you've moved everything and nothing's where you want it to be, and that's when I get mad. That's when I get mad. So these little leaves are from a trim, as you all probably know, from Hobby Lobby, and I just cut them all off because I've been using them like this for years. Let's see how this little rascal goes, because I usually don't put hot glue on these guys, but let's see. Let's just see how we do. Well, it's already grabbed this one. So far, she's holding her temper. We just started, y'all. Yeah, I get mad at this glue gun from time to time. I'll tell you that. Like I said, we don't have a great relationship. We try. What did I just do? Oh, we're okay. We're all right. See, something's already on my, some of it's already on my tweezers. And yes, I'm still using my nasty old ratty looking tweezers, but they're my favorites. I love them entirely too much. No, they're my favorite tool in the craft room, for real. I don't know what I'd do without them. I really don't. Yeah. So I need to be finished with this by Sunday. And they're so sweet. You know, Sandy was saying, hey, it doesn't have to be big like theirs. There's that string. Their sleds are quite large, to be honest. And she said, it doesn't have to be like that. She's so cute. No. She said, we can do smaller items. You know, it's all about home decor, which they do quite a bit of. And they're so cool about, you know, giving older items new life, you know. Mine's not an older item, but I've done that all my life. Well, most of my life. To me, what other people say, ooh, I would never go in there. That's a junk store. Oh, I'm like, ooh, boy, you don't know what you're missing. Because some of these quote-unquote junk stores have breathtakingly beautiful items in there just waiting to be saved and loved by somebody else, you know? So, I wonder if I should put another one right there. This is where the white one's gonna go. And each one of these, as you see, since they were in a bunch, they have a smushed petals and then some nice fluffed out ones, and that's why I'm putting the smushed ones down here. Now, just for curiosity's sake, would it look better if I did that? Actually, yes, it would. And that's why I need to do it before I put the flower down. There's a possibility that Handsome might come in. I have the door closed, but he doesn't know that I'm doing a video. I just thought you might want to come along. Y'all are so sweet. Speaking of being so sweet to me, when Handsome, remember he was on vacation, where he got to do Tea Tuesday with me this week. I say he was on vacation, but he still, things at work still happen. And you know what? That happens in this house. And wait a minute, did I do that wrong? Hold on. Is that where it's smushed? Yes. That's where it's smushed. Oh, poo. Oh, see? See, she already said poo. Apologize, especially if your children are here, because most of the time I don't say anything like that. No. But like I said, Mr. Glue Gun and I are already fighting. I wonder who's going to win. I say I am, but we'll see. It doesn't mean, you know, anything. Now this one, the flat is down here. Do I need to go over some? But I've also got that little piece that's gonna, or should I do those guys first? Maybe I should do those first. Okay. And then do this one. And then do this one. Let's see. Yeah. Do those first. Oh boy. That's going to be fun to do, isn't it? Not. I guess it goes right here. Here's hoping. I don't know. And yes, this is hot glue. This isn't the cooler stuff. No, if I touch it, I'm like, ouch, 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 ouch. Then that's going to go there. I know. Are you asking yourself, Corn, or asking me, Corn, with all your eyesight issues, the dry eye and stuff like that, why do you continuously do tiny things? I don't know. I love tiny things. So, oh, look, everything wants to stick to those little strings. And that's why I've got one right here. Ooh, boy. In case you're wondering why I don't have any of my rings on, except for these tiny little ones. Aren't they cute? I think that's Hobby Bobby. I think. It's because I usually get glue when I'm working with this, actually even on my fingers. Hold on now, hold on. Do I want it? I don't want to make that same mistake. I think I want it that way. I hope I'm still in frame, guys. I hope. So, is everybody as crazy busy as everybody else? I mean, seriously, y'all. It is, can you believe that it is December 1st? And the cool thing about this being due on Sunday, which is December the 3rd, it's my mama's birthday. And yes, she's hanging out in heaven. But, you know, you can still think of her and wish her a happy birthday. Maybe she'll hear. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we don't know. Uh-oh. Handsome's up here. We'll see. It's early morning, so we'll see if he sticks his head in or not. Did you hear him? Okay, we need to put this down some. Okay. There. Then this cute little bud. Isn't that cute? That tiny little bud. I'm trying to pick up the colors here and here. So, wait a minute. Are we still going to have enough room for this one, or should we? Can we go? This would be. I should have done like I did the other one, made sure I had the room. Because we're getting, I notice we're getting kind of close. Now we're all right. We will just put this one a little bit further forward. Well, maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know I'm filming. Maybe he thinks I'm asleep, which is where I'm supposed to be. But I sleep better if I get some stuff done. Do you know what? Do y'all do the same thing? If you've got something on your mind, and I'm not sure how I'm going to put this one. Do I want it like this? Do I want it like, no, I don't like it like that. Or do I want it to butt up against this one? That's not what this one is doing. Though I want this petal to come down. Oh, we can do that. We can manipulate it. This is what I was originally going to do. Let me see something, y'all. Speaking of manipulating petals, I want this one to come in more. Is that cuter? See, this is why I take forever and a day. I like it like that. Yes, that's a song. Which is now playing in my head. Alrighty. Let's go this way. Alright, you. And do I want this here, tucked under here? And then maybe another one back here and here. Maybe. Let's see what happens there. Before we say we're finished. And what I'm doing is taking these little fellas off, and I'm trying to get the ones that haven't been too smushed. Because as you see, these guys get smushed. And these are the white scissors like Handsome's going to have in another giveaway of his. And I cut, that's what I use to cut a lot of stuff with. Oopsie. Aw, okay, that's cute, isn't it? And then we'll do, ooh, that's so smushed. You can manipulate these guys too, to a point. And then 2 of those in the back, we said, right? Maybe this one. Ooh, no. That one looks weird too. That one. Okay. Now, these are smaller. I think they might be cuter at the top, and the larger ones in the back. Oops. Is this one smaller too? Let's see. Yeah. Oops. We'll put those larger ones back there. Ookily dokily. But I have to make sure I can get under those leaves. Not leaves, petals. Sorry if you hear my stomach growling. I did not eat as much breakfast as I usually eat, and that's the result of that. My body's like, what's happening? What's going on, Corny? There. See, so that it looks more like that. And then we're going to put two more in the back. Or wait a minute. One, I know we want one there. Okay. Also, with little holes and stuff like that, you can also put in little pearls. How pretty is that? If that's what you like. Get off strings. Oh. And then here. Or should we do here? Yeah, I think I kind of like it that way. If I do pearls on anything, I don't use hot glue on the pearls. I use my gem tack because I personally think that works better. Okay, so here's what we've got so far. Like so. Oh, and that did a beautiful job of staying. Did you see? And look, there's a big old thing of glue. Oh, this is another reason why. I'm going to use gem tack on it. Forget that. I use my gem tack. That'll make me happier anyway. And I have the patience to wait for it to dry. See, I have such issues with hot glue guns. Now, the other thing that I'm going to do is put, I don't know what kind of ribbon yet. It'll probably be pink and white, or maybe, I don't think it'll have the roses on it, but pink. But I don't know if it's going to be an organza or sari silk or anything like that, or even seam binding. Probably be a real ribbon for them to put in the guide there. And maybe, I'm thinking maybe, if I can make just a tiny little wreath for the back of this, so that when they pull her behind them, that she'll be decorated too. The other thing that I'm thinking about doing, and this is huge thinking about doing, is, oh boy, it's making my own fake snow, because when I cleaned out the craft room from top to bottom, everything in here, I came across my fake snow that I got, I think it was Target one year and Dollar Tree the next, and I thought that I had used it enough, and that was that. So I might make the fake snow, what is it with? It's baking soda and Mod Podge, I think. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. And if I do, I want it to go around the runners, you know, snow like that. That's a possibility. So you're going to have to check in on Sunday to see how it came out. This is how bad I was, y'all. I did not even get out my palette to mix my paints in. Now, this didn't need to be mixed, but I was like, I need to, you know, I need to put it somewhere. So I put it on one of my, this is handmade paper, y'all. It's really cool. And so maybe I can do something with it. Do some more colors and stuff like that, and then put it on a card or embellishment or something. Same here. This I made. This I had to make with the white, and did I already show you the white and the Jamaican sea, which is folk art. And this one I had to make to match. But yeah, hopefully, so I don't waste them. Hopefully I'll splatter and, you know, do some fun things with that. But I looked at it and I thought, girl, you were in such a hurry. You didn't even get out your palette. But oh well. Oh well, oh well. So this is what we did so far. And we might put, like I said, we might put some more goodies there, and we will correct this and get that on there, which is where it makes me happy, with gem tack. And I want to thank you all for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.